Hello, everyone. You are welcome to today's lesson. And in today's lesson, we have a simple, short task. Okay, we are going to look at the solution to the assignment that was given in our previous lesson. And we are still looking at indices and logarithm. Okay, in our previous lesson, we zoomed in, on exponential equations, but exponential equations leading to simultaneous equations, where one of the equations could be in the normal one, and the other equation would be in the exponential form. So at least one of the two equations must be in the exponential form. Take notes. Okay, so here, obviously, we are asked to find the true sets. So as you read the question, to underline the true sets. Okay, you know that we are supposed to protect our marks. Okay, and by so doing, we'll protect our marks. And after that, we have two equations. Okay, given. So quickly, let's go and have a look at what the solution. So having read the question, we know that anytime we read question, we are supposed to underline the salient part. So we underline true sets. Okay, then what else do we do? We are supposed to extract the equation. Okay, the question didn't come with any question number. So the solution, you shouldn't also number it. So now you extract. What are we giving? We are giving, very first equation is 5x, minus 4y, and is equal to 6. And I've told you, immediately you write the first equation, you label it equation 1. And if you have space, you continue. Otherwise, you come down. So 3 the power 3, bracket open, y minus x. Okay, then that will be equal to 1 over 27. This also becomes your second equation. Label it. So those of you who distracted, then after you wrote the equations again before labeling, you just repeated. I've told you avoid repetition. Immediately you extract your first equation, label it. Second equation, you label it at that point. So you label your equations at the extraction point. Is my point well?
Yes, please.
Okay, very good. So that will be it. Thankfully, the first one is in the form that we want, but the second one, no. So we need to transform the second equation, which is in the exponential form, to be of the normal equation form. So now what do? We have to go and write from, and we pick our equation 2, comma. So we are going to get 3 to what power? I can expand this. So that will give me 3y, minus 3x, will be equal to 1 over 27 is 3. Yeah. Okay, so this implies that we are going to get 3 what power to the power 3y minus 2x, minus 3x, will be equal to 3 to the power negative 3. Do you agree?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now the bases are the same, so we can equate the exponent. So we'll get, again, 3y minus 3x, to be equal to minus 3. Okay, I want my x to be the first term. And this equation you can reduce. I don't remember even a single person who reduced this equation. So remember, I've told you before you label your equation, check whether the equation contains bracket. Okay, so assuming even this one, we didn't expand this. And we came to write 3y minus, 3 into y minus x equal to minus 3. You can't label the equation at that point. You have to move the bracket. So your equation shouldn't involve brackets at the labeling point. It shouldn't involve fraction if possible. Clear all fraction before you label. And if you can reduce it, you reduce it before you label. I know someone can divide through by 3, and you get y minus x is equal to minus 1. However, because I want my first term to be x, and my second term to be y, and my constant term, so I would divide by negative just because I want my first term, which will be the s term, to be positive. Is my point well made?
Yes, please.
Okay, so at this point, you can write, this one, each one divided by 3, because one side divided by minus 3. Because one side contains more than a third, I can do my division method. So I will get this 1 over minus 3, and that will give x. Okay, this 1 over minus 3, that will give minus y. Is equal to this 1 over minus 3, and that will give me, okay, 1. Am I right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I now label this one as equation 2. All correct.
Yes, please.
Okay, so, okay, if you think before you write more, you will realize that at this point that you are going to label your equation, and you are going to, okay, because the coefficients of x not the same, elimination will not be easy unless you multiply this one by 5. Again, if you take this coefficient here not the same, even neglecting the sign, it means you want to eliminate y, you have to multiply equation a by what? By 4. Then subtract to eliminate. Okay, however, you can use the substitution method because the x and the y, the coefficient is either +1 or -1. So I can make y the subject, which will be in terms of x, and solve for what? X first. Or make x the subject, which will be in terms of y. Go and substitute. And that will give us the indication that we'll solve for y first. So irrespective of the way that you want to go. Okay, so this time around the substitution method, not the elimination. Okay, so this is what you should do. So because I know I'm going to use elimination, I won't label it at this point. I will label it at the point where one of them is made a subject. So I'm going to be as the subject. So I will get x to be what? Okay, I will get, okay, 1 plus y or y plus 1. Exactly. Then I will label this one as. Is my point well made?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now what do we write? 2a, okay, into, okay, our first equation, which is 1, comma. Now what do we do? Wherever is x equation 1, it is what? 5 plus 1. So I will get 5, x is more than a 10, so I put in bracket 5 plus 1. And dashed minus 4y, okay, should be equal to 6. So if I expand, I will get 5y, okay, plus 5 minus 4y is equal to 6. So like terms, 5y minus 4y, that would give me y. I'll move this one also to this side. So 6 minus 5, and that would give, okay, 1. So I found my y. I will call this equation 3. Go and substitute 3, equation 3 into, okay, equation, the one that we made as a subject, that is 2a. Okay, so you write comma. This will always be too short to take a line. Short to take a line, too short to take a line. So you always have to continue. Those of you who didn't do that, I'm talking to you. Okay, so at this point, we're going to get x equal to y. Okay, what is 1 plus what? 1. So I will get x to be equal to what? However, we're told to, okay, find the true set. So what do? I come and comfortably draw my here. So therefore, don't write the true set. Just write your curly brackets and it will x, comma, y, such that, okay, x is equal to, okay, comma, or n, okay, y is equal to what? It's equal to 1. Then you close it. Is my point well made?
Yes.
Okay, so if you, okay, wanted to use elimination here, then this is how you should have proceeded. Okay, from here, you just write 2a, equation 2a, times what? If I want to eliminate x, I have to multiply by 5. So times 5, then I write comma. Then go and multiply mentally. So this one times 5 will be, sorry, this one times 5 will give me, I'm looking at this one. Okay, by then I will label this one as equation 2a. Get my point. I won't come here. If I come here, then it means I want to use substitution. So if I stay here and label, I'll write 2a times 5. So that will give 5, okay, x minus 5y is equal to what? Okay, it's equal to 5. Okay, then now you come and write, okay, this one will be indirectly your 2b. Don't forget your 2b. So you come and solve, okay, 2b and 1 simultaneously. They have the same coefficient, so you have to subtract, okay, the signs, so you have to subtract to eliminate. It will be 5. I'm going to do equation, okay, let me see which one will give me negative. So this minus that will give me positive. So I will do equation 1 minus equation 2. I hope you are following.
Yes.
Okay, comma. And now we are done. Okay, this is the ideal method anyway. Oops. With the other one, you write more. So take notes. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, then go back. Okay, so that will give you equation 1 minus 2b will be 5x, okay, minus 5x, and that will go. That was your intention. You've eliminated x. And you get minus 4y minus 5y. So it's minus 4y plus 5y. And that will give y. And that will be equal to 6 minus 5. That is 1. We call this equation what? Okay, 3 now. And you go and substitute this one to any of the equations, but preferably this one and x. Is my
Yes, please.
hello? Is my point well made, my professors?
Yes, please.
Hello, are you there? Is it that you are talking and I cannot hear?
Mr. Akman.
Yes, please. The points from.
Hello,
Hello.
Man.
can you hear me?
Yes, please. You can.
Wow. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Wow. Okay, then let me work on. Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you can hear me, then okay, we thank God. Let's bring the curtains down on this one. Okay, so okay, Akosia, your hand is up. Give me
Mr.
some few
Akman.
seconds. Let me do something.